Glad you could join us. Now, the driver of the Yutong bus that was involved in the accident that claimed 10 lives at Gomwamampong has reported himself to the police. That crash was one out of the 3 separate incidents which killed at least 20 people in just 2 days. At Gomwamampong Sunday dawn, 2 buses collided, killing 10 instantly and leaving 26 injured. The second accident in the central region, which killed 2, involved a Hyundai Sonata vehicle veering off its lane and running into a palm tree. Both accidents, according to the police, were a result of unsuccessful overtaking. Richard Kojnyako was there and filed this report.
The first accident happened at 3 a.m. Sunday dawn at Gomwamampong. The night had already witnessed some showers of rain. 2 buses, one from Accra to Cape Coast and the other from the opposite direction. The 2 buses, it is reported, were overtaking vehicles ahead of them and collided after they were not successful in overtaking the vehicles ahead of them. 10 died on the spot, and it had to take the fire service team a huge task to retrieve bodies that were trapped in the remnants of the 2 vehicles and also undertake a rescue mission on survivors that got equally trapped too. Emmanuel Kwaku is a survivor of the accident and was on board the bus. He narrates what happened.
It all started when our driver had an overtaking first. When he was about to, after finishing his overtaking, he wanted to land or to be into his lane. So unfortunately, we saw that the other car has made another overtaking. So our driver wanted to save the other driver so that they did not collide or they did not crash. So unfortunately, we saw that the other bus, which has already done overtaking, has crashed our car at the back of our car. Then this is what happened. So the truth of the matter is both cars made an overtaking. Ours was very fast to finish his lane or whatever that he wanted to do. Then unfortunately the other one was not able to move into his lane because the other car it seems it was also having a top speed that caused the accident.
Winneba Municipal Fire Officer Henry Esiedu confirmed the incident and how they conducted the operations.
Later we have to extricate, we have to remove those who were trapped in the incident, and my men were able to bring out about 5 people who were trapped. 2 of them died. But in all, we have about 10 casualties now. We have 9 currently deposited at the Winneba Trauma Mortuary and 1 also at the Municipal Mortuary. But currently about 26 are on treatment at the Winneba Trauma Hospital. That spot that the accident happened is a hotspot. Accidents have been happening there. We attend accidents almost every week at that particular junction. That is that stretch between Winneba roundabout and Gomwa. Yes, going to Ochekun. Accidents, we attend accidents very frequently there.
He is calling for extra exits to be made on passenger buses, so in case of emergencies, passengers may use the extra exit available on the buses to reduce the casualties.
So I don't know if the place could be lighted. We need street lights and maybe some fuel ramps at that particular point. In TBB, me as a safety winner, safety oriented, we feel say on us to be on the safe part, and we feel say buses here craning at least 2 doors. In case of an emergency, there should be an emergency exit.
Back here at the Trauma and Specialist Hospital, medical officials are working on the injured. Yamagi, a survivor, was traveling with her father and her son on the same bus. She seems to be in pain, but deeply concerned for her father and son too. I didn't see anything. I was not sleeping too. What I saw was that a very long vehicle had rammed into ours. My child was calling me, Ma, Ma, Ma. I quickly held my child. My bag is still in the car. And I saw my father hanging on the car. I'm yet to see my brother we were traveling with. He was the one who was directing us to where we were attending the wedding. And yet, there was another accident that claimed 2 lives almost at the same spot on the same stretch. 2 people have been confirmed dead, while the other person is said to be in critical condition in an accident that occurred at Dominasi Junction on the same Kasua-Winneba Highway. 3 persons were in an unregistered Hyundai Sonata saloon car from Dominasi Junction towards Kasua, and upon reaching a section of the road, the driver made a wrongful overtaking and veered off his lane and subsequently crashed into a palm tree. 2 of them died. Residents are calling for the dualization of the Cape Coast Accra Highway. Not only that, they want street lights on the road that have malfunctioned to be fixed to improve visibility at night. The driver who was in charge of the Yutong bus, Isaac Kobner, aged 34, reported himself to the police and is currently assisting police with investigations. The suspect was earlier sent to the hospital, treated and discharged. According to the Central Regional Police Command, 13 females and 11 male passengers sustained varying degrees of injuries and are currently receiving treatment at the Winneba Trauma Hospital. The other driver, who is now deceased, has been identified as Samuel Ba, aged 45. Meanwhile, the 12 bodies have been deposited at the Winneba Trauma and Specialist Mortuary. Reporting for JoyNews, Richard Kwejonya Akon, Winneba.